Alright, so for today's episode, we're trying a little something a little different, okay? Public art. First stop, Brooklyn Bridge Park. Thought I would come out here and explore some public art because, you can't always go to a gallery and, we can't always go to museums and things like that. But when you can't do that, rest assured that you can always see public art. All right, so for this episode, we're going to keep it in Brooklyn. And I'm just going to explore a few of the options that we have as far as public art where you can just go check it out. It's in a designated area. And I'm also going to tell you guys a little bit about public art and like sort of its role in society and how it sort of calms people down, just puts people at ease. And I like living in a city that values public art. So first stop, we at Brooklyn Bridge Park, and we're going to check out this sculpture called Akua by the great artist Turquoise Dyson. All right, now this sculpture also plays sound. Like basically, I will verify what the sounds are, but I'm about to go up in here. Full sculpture.
That's all it will say. But go on. Go on. The brilliant future doesn't wait. Forget this.
Yo, that was a great experience. You guys definitely come check out Akua, which is Pier 1 on Brooklyn Bridge Park. Turquoise Dyson, she's an amazing black female sculpture artist, architect. Really, really great work. We really enjoyed it. Took a few pictures, very cool. So for all of my people who may not be familiar with how public art works, most cities and towns, whatever, they typically have like an arts commission or something like that is in charge of things like public art installations and stuff like that. Well, they have websites, they do open calls, and they'll call for ideas, proposals, and things like that. So it's basically just like being a contractor or something like that, an architect, what have you. You respond to bids, you submit your ideas, all your material costs and things like that, and they approve you. And if you get approved, then you get the bid and you make the piece of public art. So yeah, a little something for y'all to think about. My sculptors, my large mural painters, people like that. Public art, always a good option. If this isn't art, I don't know what is. They have constructed a very small piece of land and made it a beach. Look, Pier 4 Beach. Another form of public art. Found a lovely little decorated house over in, I guess we're in Borough Park. So not sure what neighborhood this is, but this is crazy right here. More public art. This is a whole like brownstone. Looks like it's dedicated to human rights. You know, we got some mosaic stuff happening over here. Buttons. This is really amazing, you know. We got some, I see the Orangeburg mask on there, which is my school, South Carolina State University. The victims of that, those three gentlemen. You know, so this is real fire. Amazing. Came over to Gowanus to see a public art installation called After the Flood, but I couldn't find it. I think it might be gone, but I ran into this other spot. This sort of looks like an art installation. This is crazy. It's like an old abandoned used car facility. And there's only one car left. There's a dope mural on Washington Avenue, which is in Prospect Heights. This is fire. K-pop. Shout out to my graffiti people. You know what I mean? Street artists. My man is over there getting it done right now. You know, I'm not sure how much he wants to film, but Washington Avenue, Prospect Heights. You know, got this long dope mural. This is crazy. See if I can get a few words with the artist down there. Shout out to my man Fernando. He's out here working. Gave us permission to film, so we good. All the supplies needed. You know what I mean? Big man, you got an Instagram?
Yeah, it's NANDOS.ART, Nandos.art.
Nandos.art, y'all see that? Check out my man's art. He's killing it over here, and we over here on Washington. You know what I mean? My man got the supplies and everything, yo. Appreciate you, bruh.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
man. Keep killing it. How dope is this big mural right here, though? You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's blocked off right now, so I can't get too close, but, you know, you see it. All right. I definitely could not end the video without visiting the arches. Forgot what this is actually called. I think it's called the Sailors and Sailor's Arch or something like that. I'm gonna look it up. But Prospect Park, right across from Prospect Park, Grand Army Plaza. You know, this big gargantuan statue. This is like the pinnacle of public art. You know what I mean? There's the arches. And I will verify the name. But to the defenders of the Union, 1861, 1865. Just a little cheat code, you know, for the people out there. You know, fellas, you know what I mean? You want to take a nice young lady out on a little outing. You may not have that much money. You know, you want to be creative. Do a public art walk. You know, go on ChatGPT. Google all the public art exhibitions going on in your area. Do a little map, set up a little picnic. You know, it's pretty affordable and it's pretty creative. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. You know what I mean? Public art. Just map it out, organize it, and then you know, and then execute. You know what I mean? Which brings us to another public art. The artist who made this is Molly Gotchman, and this is the Monument to Motherhood. It's in the very front of Prospect Park if you want to come check it out. Really great work. Public art is dope because it's for the people. You know what I mean? It's not made to be in a gallery. It's not made to be away in some museum or something like that that may seem inaccessible. You know, public art is for everybody to enjoy, you know? So take advantage of it, you know? Do a Google search or a ChatGPT search and compile a list of all the public art in your area. Even if you live in a small town or something like that, you know, do some research. Stuff is out there, you know, parks and public places. They need sculpture, they need statues, all of this stuff. It's all relative, so, you know, do your research, get out there, check out the public art in your neighborhood, in your city, in your town, you know, and be a part of the environment. Enjoy it, you know what I mean? After some proper research, I have learned that the name is the Sailors and Soldiers Memorial. Which is wrong because the actual name is the Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Arch. While I got you here, go ahead and like and subscribe since you made it this far. Shout out to my public art makers. I managed to see a sculpture by the great Hank Willis Thomas, who I had the privilege of photographing him for the New York Times back during the pandemic, you know, and his organization, the Wide Awakes. So I photographed him, and I just happened to walk up on one of his public artworks in downtown Brooklyn. You know what I mean? So again, shout out to people who make public art, because public art is where the people are.